Ah, that's better. So, yeah, I had a Windows update and apparently it deleted the old entry for my microphone. Oh, wait a moment, what did I get here? Oh, I see. Okay. And I didn't notice that, so I have to enable it again, and that's what I just did. Anyway. So, we'll just make the announcement real quick and post it. Streams online, and look, could be that we have a couple of announcements or a couple of sounds in the background because I'm in chat with a friend and he might be writing to me anyway. So for this stream today I chose Ys. Ancient Ys Vanished Omen, or the Vanished Omens, depending if you look on the packaging or if you look on the game screen. And it's pretty much a back to the roots for this channel, because Ys 1 was the first game that I've played through on stream completely. That was the PC version from GOG. And this time we actually have Ys on Master System for our Master System Monday, and I'll be streaming it for 1.5 hours or maybe 2 hours. And see how far we can actually get, right? So now that we got this fancy opening screen, why not jump straight into the game? And there we go. For a change, I actually didn't use my new adapter, because my new converter, because I only have a SCART adapter here, and the quality of that output was just horrible. So I went back to my old RCA converter. And let's see what we can do. Let's talk to the one-eyed man. Hey friend, couldst du lend an ear to my sorrows? Yes, my name's Donus. I took all my savings to buy a sapphire ring for my mother, but now the ring is gone. Actually, I think in the true translations to that would be to his fiancée. Those thieves must have it. Let's talk to this guy. Never seen thee around here before. I'm Galax. I hunt thieves. Have a drink. Since ancient times, a certain kind of seed known as a rhoda has been found in this area. I know not what this seed is used for, but the taste of that seed is said to be most exquisite. I hope that someday I shall have a chance to taste it for myself. Let's talk to the barman, who's now the O-man. Hey Ghibli, and hey Addis Underscores, how are you doing? Horizontal Ys, you mean Ys 3, the Wanderer of Ys on Super Nintendo and Mega Drive? The third game. In its original release, that was a side-scroller, if you mean that. Anyway, the thieves are ruining this town. Something has to be done. How about thee? Willst du help? That's about it. So now we already know. Wait, please listen to me. My children recently went to play in the fields, but now I hear evil creatures out there. I'm very worried. So now we already know that there is a guy there who needs to get his sapphire ring back, and who does have this sapphire ring. Whoops, let's not bump into the people here. Let me look. I want to buy, and guess what? He does have a sapphire ring. So what do? We don't have the money, and we need our money to buy ourselves equipment, otherwise we can't proceed in the game. So I'm going to try something really risky, and that is make the game easier in the beginning. We go out of the town. And this is something I completely missed when I was playing this game on PC. I completely missed this thing in the beginning because I didn't know about it, and then I played it again just for fun. Oops, no, let's just tick off this map. So let's not get attacked. We don't have any equipment whatsoever, that's why we shouldn't get attacked. Well, what message do you mean? Oh. We have to watch out. Oh, I think those guys can kill us. Nope. Where was it? Normally you can actually see that thing. Is it over here? Ah, there it is. Something sparkling in the spring. One peers into the water, a gold pedestal can be seen. And Aaron got his gold pedestal. Yeah, guess what? His name is not Aaron, it's actually Adol. And Adol the Red. But yeah, they kind of screwed it up in this translation. Just like many things. Same when they try to get... Hey, X5, how are you doing? Whoa, whoa. Don't want to fight those guys. Not until we have a weapon, at least. Yeah, it's a bit comic style, that's true. The cool thing is, however, is in terms of the 8-bit versions that we... I mean, this is the only 8-bit version we ever got in Europe. Oh, what's that guy doing there? This could have ended pretty badly. We only got one 8-bit version of this game, and this is this one. There was a port for Famicom in Japan. And there was... the original version had been released in 1987, late 1986, 1987, sometime around that, for PC-88 in Japan. And that was the original release, so it came out in the same year as Legend of Zelda. Yeah, and he's German. I've seen a suspicious looking man in a dark cloak around here very often lately. His cloak glows, gives me the creeps. Yep. This guy gives me the creeps as well, trust me about that. Wait a moment. And yeah, I know who she's talking about, so that's that. Anyway, I think that's already it about that. So the next thing we have to do is we have to get this gold pedestal to the scalper over here, the guy who is ripping us off all the time. This dude. And now you click I want to sell, and I want to sell a gold pedestal. Wait! I lost this pedestal myself at a spring in the south. How did you get it? And we would sell for 2,000 gold pieces. So now we have 3,000 gold, and normally we would think, yeah, okay, that's alright, isn't it? But we can now buy the sapphire ring in the heart of any maiden, and we will buy it for 1,000 gold. Yes. And now we leave, and now we can actually give that thing back to the man with the eye patch. And once we've done that, we have enough money to buy ourselves some fairly good starting equipment, I'd say. One-eyed man. His name is Donis. They were selling the ring at the market. Who has bought it back for me? Oh, thank thee. Let me give thee these 1,500 gold pieces as a small reward. And now we have 3,500 gold. Can we still talk to him? Okay. And we need this. Right, for 3,500 gold you can actually buy yourself a long sword, which is good for the beginning, and then you can buy the basic armor and everything without wasting too much time. So we buy ourselves a long sword for 2,000 gold pieces, and yes, please, thank you. Now we still have 1,500 gold, and I think you need 1,400 gold. Ah, crap, sorry. My fault. Yes. And buy shield, and buy yourself a small shield. Yes, yeah. And you could buy that if you were if you didn't do that, right? Okay, so Adol is now armed. You can see that here. He now has a sword and a shield. I will actually use the second save game for that. Oh yeah, I love the visuals. I'm a little bit sad that you can't see it in its full glory because of the converter I'm using, but I'm working on that. So nothing is lost, but I think it still looks nice. And one particular funny thing about this game is it's one of the few games you will struggle to emulate. I don't know why, but all emulators that I have struggle emulating this game. They will always screw up all the all the sprites and the reloading of the sprites when you leave a house. So it's one of the games you would probably want a Master System for. This is on a legit Master System, obviously. I am grateful for thy kind help. Those who knows of the Books of Ys. Well, we do know about them, but for the sake of the story, we won't say it. Ys is the name of an ancient kingdom which ruled this land long ago. Before the kingdom of Ys collapsed, the 6 books of Ys were vanished into darkness. This crystal shows that the books of Ys are hidden in a temple in the hills. Willst du find the books and return with them? Yes, I will. Praise all gods, many thanks upon thee. Take this crystal and let it serve as thy guide. Aaron takes the crystal. Nice, and we got a level up as well. So now I think when we walk in again, she will tell us that we have to go to Sepik's village. Need to recover these books without delay. For guidance, first visit my aunt in Sepik. Yep. So we go to Sepik village. The thing is, if you're right now wondering, you know, old games always have this tendency of where the fuck do I go? You know, this where the fuck do I go syndrome that old games have. This game doesn't. There are actually people who tell you where Sepik is, and you only have 2 places to go to at this point, outside the town. So I think you can at least make the connection that it's probably not a good idea to go into the mine, and that going the path to the east is a really, really good idea on the other hand. So we will destroy a couple of monsters on the way up here, just so that we can grind ourselves a couple of levels and get a little bit of gold. I think they dropped 10 gold. The blue demons. Those guys a little bit less. No, wait. Actually, they should be stronger. Oh no, they dropped 6. Okay. Ouch. They dropped 10. That's interesting. I actually didn't know that the wood guys are stronger in this version of the game. It has been a while since I've played it. Normally the wooden guys are weaker and give you less XP and less gold. According to their strength, obviously. But apparently I'm right now, yeah, not able to kill them with 1 strike. How about those guys I can? Those dogs are pretty dangerous as well. Also, what I never figured out in this version is how you can actually talk to a roller tree. I don't think you can do anything on this tree right now without having the roller fruit. I have to check that out sometime. But otherwise, this game plays exactly the same as the PC version, so not a biggie. We know where we have to go to. Walking the edges of the fields, I hear a strange voice. What a creepy feeling. Yeah, I know what you mean. So a strange person yesterday. He was holding a strange shield and was running for the hills. Let's first visit the mayor, who has come at good time. Willst du keep what I tell thee secret? Yep. The symbol of our village, a silver bell, has been stolen by thieves. And that's that's one of the bugs in this game. You see that? Leave it to me and I can't do it. I think the problem is in Japanese original it was probably a 1-liner for both, and this is a 2-liner. But of course we will help you. The thieves' hideout is in the hills to the north of this village. Please don't tell anyone in the village about the bell having been stolen. Not that I could, but I would. I promise. That crystal was once Sarah's. Those who search for the books of Ys, then take this. It is a key to the temple. And Aaron gets a key to the temple. Did she say anything else? Yosa's life is in danger. I'm very frightened for her. Yeah, trust me, same here. Sepik. So now comes a little bit of a tedious part of this game, because at this point you're only level 2 and we don't really have good equipment. So what we have to do is we have to go up, and we're first going to visit the thieves. And while we do that, we try to kill the monsters that are up here. And those monsters are really, really strong. They can actually kill us very quickly. So, something we have to take care of. I actually want to talk to this guy. One of our gang of thieves, a man named Dogi, became separated from us in the Tower of the Doomed. If he is dead, we would at least like to recover his body to put our minds at ease. Nah, he's alright. I mean, he got lost in a Tower of Doom, right? He'll be alright. Don't worry. Yeah, you can see those guys are really strong. And they don't really give all that much XP. I think they only give you like 8 XP or something like that. Which is still more than the other guys do. And we have to grind to at least level 5 in order to make it through the boss that comes up next. And while we do that, we also have to grind for money. To buy ourselves better armor. Because the boss that... Oh crap. That hurt. Because really the boss that comes up next is not... Oh crap. That's what I mean. Those guys can kill you really, really quickly. Anyway, we still have to do that, have to get to level 5, and that's what we're going to do, and I hope it won't take this whole stream to get there. I highly doubt we will, but... like I said, that's a little bit of a tedious part in the beginning. There only are 10 levels that you can grind up. So... once you've grinded to level 5 or 6, you're already almost close. Well, stop chasing me, for fuck's sake. We're already really close to getting the highest level, and once you're at the highest level, it's only about finding the right equipment, which is silver equipment in this case. I also highly doubt that this game has the improved equipment over the silver equipment. Oh! Oh! Ooh. You survived that. Like I said, this part of the game is a little bit tedious. I think I've repeated it at least 3 times now, but I want to ensure that everybody knows that this is one part of the game that I really don't like. The rest of the game is alright. Basically the best RPG ever made. Ow. Stop attacking me. Whoa. Holy shit. It's not good. Ugh, come on, really? Okay guys, we need to do this a little bit different. I'd actually grind 1 level up at the left. I'm sorry. But apparently the streamer IQ is kicking in and then I'm screwing this up like mad. Like, those guys literally can't hurt me anymore, and the other guys are killing me instantly. That's... Maybe for those of you who don't know Ys all that well, what I should explain is probably how the fighting system actually works. So you bump into enemies, much like Hide Light. And in order to attack them without getting attacked yourself, you have to be offset to the left or right or to the sides of your enemy. And the better you are offset, the lower the chance of the enemy hitting you. There are a couple of health tiles that you can move while still being able to hit the enemy. If you're at the outer part of it, then the enemy has practically no chance of striking back. If you bump straight into the enemy, then they would strike you, and you won't be able to do any damage to them. which means that practically speaking you could defeat any enemy that doesn't have a defense value that is higher than your attack value if you do it right. But as you saw, when we tried to fight those blue night demons up there near the temple, we did have the issue that he was moving, right? So we attacked him and he moved towards us or in our direction, and therefore destroyed our offset, which means if you can't destroy them fast enough, they will definitely strike back because they're moving into a different direction. So this is not looking bad. This is really not looking bad. Let's get one level here. So this is definitely not the most interesting thing, but you will have to do that when you get this game and when you play this game, even in the PC version. And the PC version is actually quite funny because the game runs so much faster. You can grind up to level 10 on this square within 10 minutes. Something like that. But since we have the PAL version with all the PAL bars and everything, we have to deal with the fact that the game runs a little bit slow. I hope that when I get a 60 Hz mod by DK Retro, that this game actually does switch to a 60 Hz speed as well. Or you're watching on your phone or something. Ouch. But yeah, while doing that, we might as well explore this area of the map a little bit, so that you guys can see where all of this leads to. There should be one or two chests around here, and should be able to open them. Let me just save the game. Fields. Yeah, I think that's about it. Actually, no chest. Hope there was one. They look like when you bump straight into them, they will attack you back, and because my defense value is so high, they can't hurt me. Right, that's the deal with this. Let me look this up. I think, yeah, up here is, for example, that's the mine. We can't really see anything. And the enemies in here are way too strong, so we're definitely not going to move on. But those are the areas where you can go to, and I think it's quite obvious that you really don't want to bump into the mine. I think that we can equip here. Yeah, I think in this version of the game you automatically equip whatever you need. Look at our status. Yeah, we're really close. We're really close. Then we're level 3, and then we only have 2 more levels to grind, and once we have that, I will try to go back to the starting town, buy myself better equipment, and try to beat the boss. The first boss is probably the most difficult one, except for the final boss. And this weird stone ball thingy, that's also pretty annoying. But those are all bosses that come really, really late in the game, and we don't have to worry about them yet. We definitely won't reach them in this playthrough. Or in this Master System Monday, rather. But I will do a full playthrough of this game at some point. Promise. At least if my doctor appointment tomorrow comes out with good results and I don't have to worry about other things too much, but if I'll be alright, then the stream will be alright, and then we will be able to play this at some point after doing a series on the action-adventure games. For the Master System, I was planning on doing a series on the RPGs for Master System. And this is definitely one of them. I think I only own 2 real RPGs that you can play through, not counting in Dragon Crystal, because I definitely won't finish Dragon Crystal anytime. On any stream or any attempt that I'm doing, this game is just way too hard. This is the PAL version, yeah, indeed. Yeah, that's true. And I'm also playing this on a standard Master System 1, PAL Master System 1, but I do have a Master System 2 that has a 60Hz mod in the mail. Right, it just has to arrive here. It's coming over from Denmark. And I hope that East is one of the games that will actually run in 60Hz on that thing. Because this game is like really slow in PAL. I also don't think that this game ever had a FM sound mod, but I don't have a Master System that supports that anyway, so I don't know. But anyway, hey Sean B. Sean B. Period, am I pronouncing it alright? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? But yeah, the PAL 50Hz music, that's sounds pretty funny. I know. Hey. So by the way, if you just tuned in, I'm just trying to grind a couple of levels, at least one level here. And then I'm going to move on, get to the Thieves' Den, grind myself up to level 5. And see if I can actually beat the first boss. That's right now my plan. That's what I'm trying to do. So bear with me for that time if you liked. Up. So at 940 gold and 359 XP. So, how far are we at this point? Getting closer. Should probably save the game just in case. Don't really want to lose any progress. Okay. Google does that, really? I always struggled finding scientific papers with Google. Google Books or Google Docs or whatever the name was when you had where you could actually do a search specifically for scientific papers. I always struggled finding something because you could only see the preview or something like that, or the abstract, and then there was still the paywall before it. So that kind of sucks. Okay. Nice. Ah. Heal up again. Okay. Whoa! Okay, run. See, this is what happens when you look at chat while an enemy is attacking you. Even in a game like Ys. But we're really getting closer. Just look it up. Yeah, we're level 2 and then we're level 3, and once we're level 3 we have to grind up to level 5. I'm really sorry, but I think that's one of the reasons why not a lot of people stream Ys, because the beginning part is pretty damn grindy and a lot of people don't like that. The grinding actually isn't all that bad for the player. It's just bad for the viewer because, you know, popping these guys is not all that tedious. It's actually quite enjoyable because you can just do it while running past. Whoa. Yeah, he's attacking me, of course. Ouch. Missed him. Barely. Whoa. Come on, it's only that guy. Nice, we did it. Now let's switch this up to level 3. The printer. You do have a USB 2 port though. You know, at the front or the top. So let's check out the deeds just so we get a little bit more story in. And we can also kill those guys with 2 or 3 attacks, so that's just great. By the way, the green wall in the background is a forest. Thought you might want to know that. Anyway, friend, for what reason has so come to this place? Who dare accuse us of stealing from the people? We only steal from the rich. We bother no one else. In fact, we have also been the victims of theft. For some strange reason, everything stolen from us was made of silver. Hint, hint. Basically, it's the final boss running around stealing everything that's made out of silver. Interestingly enough, in this version of the game, you can select silver equipment within the shops in the beginning. But all of them will tell you that they either didn't have it for a long time, or that some strange guy in a dark cloak came around and bought the last piece. Now that's something to take note of for the story. When I was playing this on PC, I actually didn't pay all that much attention to the silver stuff, even though I knew what the silver armor and silver sword and all of that was supposed to be. But I then completely forgot about it in the end, and then, yeah, well, they already indicated who the final boss was. Right at the start of the game. left is also a little bit easier, but as you can see, the XP you need to level up always double. And I doubt that I can beat the boss at this point on level 4, so that's going to take a little while. It's actually pretty funny. Before I started the stream I felt quite crappy, and now that I'm playing Ys again I feel quite well again. Ys is really a game that can make some person really happy. And if you want to play Ys yourself, maybe in a little bit more modern version, you can always get it on GOG. It's constantly on sale. There are Nihon Falcom or Xseed sales on GOG, and you can easily grab the PC version for, I believe, Ys 1 and 2 together for like €5, less than €5. And that's totally worth it. I mean, I paid €48 for this, just to get the Master System version with the manual and the box. So fret not buying a digital product for 1/10 of that and getting an improved, modernized version that runs on modern hardware just fine. It's really great. And you get a second game as well. The second game sadly was never ported to Master System. That's something that makes me really sad. Because, for example, button 1 doesn't do anything in the main screen, so they could have easily ported that to Master System even though you only have 2 buttons. Right, you just press button 1 and then you execute your magic, and button 2 opens the menu. Not a big deal really, and then you can select your magic within the menu or something like that. They could have done it, but they never did it. I think Ys 2, as a matter of fact, besides PC-88 and PC-98 was only ported to the Famicom, and the Famicom version of Ys is crap. It's complete crap. You can look that up on YouTube. There are lots of Let's Plays of Ys 1 on NES there, or Famicom. And this version just sucks. It looks crappy. They removed a lot of the story. They moved around a lot of the places. So nothing really fits anymore. Lots of story parts are missing. You can't get this easy beginning with the gold pedestal. That's not there in the Famicom version. And the only thing that the Famicom version does better, there are 2 things that it does better. The audio is better, obviously. And the towns, the 2 towns that you have in this game, they are a little bit bigger and look a little bit nicer. But that's about it. Right, that's everything there is to the Famicom version, and everything else is just outright crap. The visuals are crap. Adol doesn't even wear his shield and sword when you get it. He's always going to look generic and the same. Oh, not exactly my version of a good game. Especially not a good Ys game. Oh, crap. No, look. Phew. I think the only version of Ys that was actually worse than the Famicom port was the DOS port. The DOS port is really weird, especially because I never really quite figured out how the controls work. And you have a really narrow field of view, right? So just imagine if you look down right now when I'm scrolling down, those few tiles that I have around my character here are all that you can see all around your character in the DOS version, and that's not a lot. Really not a lot. Holy shit. That guy totally trapped me in there. I think there was also a TurboGrafx CD version, or Turbo Duo version, not sure which one it was, of Ys, which I found it on YouTube. I think Cornshack played it, and that looked really nice as well, because it had actually had an opening sequence, and was the first Ys that I'm aware of that had an opening sequence that actually explains to you outside of the menu what your main character is doing here. So that's really nice. Oh, it's only less than 300 XP, so we can do that. Yeah, indeed, indeed. But getting yourself a TurboGrafx 16 or Turbo CD or however it was called, and this game for it is probably impossible. PC Engine, I think, was the name of it in Europe, and the CD expansion for it was simply called PC Engine as well, something like that. It's a system I'm not all that familiar with. It was a 16-bit system, and it had lots and lots of great games for it, like Ys, like a great port of Ys, but never really got into it and never really managed to look it up. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's true. Probably. Which I believe is also one more reason why the gaming industry should be a little bit more liberal with digitalizing their old games to preserve them. You know, I mean, I don't think there has been any lawsuit being filed on someone who downloaded a ROM of an old game from the 80s or early 90s, but it's still illegal, right? I'm not playing this on an emulator, I'm playing this on a legit system with a legit cartridge, but if I'd be emulating something, even though probably nobody is ever going to file a lawsuit against me, it's still actually illegal. Because the IP owner still exists, particularly with Nintendo systems, because Nintendo owns everything there, and I highly doubt they ever forgot to renew their IP claims on anything they ever made. Or the copyright claims, rather, not IP claims. So there's that, and that's something I find really annoying. I mean, with Virtual Console and all that stuff, you can still get the games, but particularly Nintendo and Sony are pretty damn crazy on their prices. Right, like if you buy the original Legend of Zelda, you have to pay like, I think, €9.99 in the DS store. And there is DRM on it, so if you buy it in a DS store, then I don't think you can play it on a Wii U or on a Switch, which sucks. And if you buy it on the Switch, you can't play it on your 2 or 3DS, and so on and so forth, and lots and lots of limitations to that, and I think that kind of sucks. And the offerings are really limited too. Like, for example, for Sega systems, they don't have Master System on there, they only have Game Gear games in the 2DS store. Now, some of the Game Gear ports of Master System games, the specific ports were really good, but why not offer the whole palette of different Master System games in there? That would be awesome, or even 1 or 2, I would already be happy about that. So let's see what we have here. Yep. Almost at 600. Ouch. So let's see, there's the next one I need to kill. Also, anybody who's watching this right now or tuning in between, you can trust me, I'm really, really sorry, but this is really what you have to do. Otherwise, the next part will be short. And we will just die. I even doubt you can actually do any damage whatsoever to the next boss before you reach level 4. So not even mentioning training up to level 5, you can't even hurt that guy on a low level, because you don't have enough attack power. And your only way to really get your hands on gold is by defeating monsters and trying to find that ruby in the dungeon up there. And selling it in Minera. That's the only way to get money in this game. So what we're doing here is absolutely right and absolutely necessary. It's not like I'm not willing to invest the time to figure out how the pattern on the next boss works. So, now we're at 633. And also, since we're streaming this, we can't fast forward it anyway, so. This is what we have to do, and this is what we're going to do. Also, by the way, how quickly you're able to defeat those guys is not an indicator on the next boss. The next boss is really tough. So even if you can defeat those guys in one hit, you will probably still lose against the next boss, so be aware of that. Yeah, we're close to 700, and then it's only 100 till we get to level 4. And then I'm afraid we still have to grind up one more level, and we're already at 49 minutes here, and you haven't really seen much. So once we're at level 4, I will actually see if I can buy some better equipment at this point already. I will go into the temple up there, see if I can find a ruby. Go back to Minera, sell that thing, see if I can buy the good stuff, and then once I have that, I will see if I can defeat this guy on level 4. I believe in the time attack version on PC, you actually had to beat him on level 4, but the PC version is also a lot easier than this. Even in time attack mode, so that's something to be aware of. This version can be rather tough. Should have watched Hungry Goria's stream of this and see what she did in order to defeat this guy. Because she said she didn't really have a problem with playing through this, but then again there were also people who claimed that playing through Grandia without grinding levels at one point or another is totally possible, and you can just breeze through the game, no problem at all. Which simply isn't true. Let's take a look. Yeah, we're almost there. And then, like I said, I'll try my best to beat him on level 4. If I can't do that, then we will simply have to go back and grind to level 5, and then I will add maybe another 30 minutes or so to the stream so that we can at least see part of the next dungeon. Also, I mean, the game is not all that long overall to begin with, so it's kind of what you have to expect, right? And especially in the beginning, you have to grind a little bit, and then you go through your first dungeon. And as you might have guessed, there really aren't all that many dungeons left afterwards, right? There's only we only saw the mine yet, and apparently there's a Tower of Doom. And that's about it. So, being forced to invest like 1 hour in order to grind the levels that you need is kind of what you would expect from an RPG like this. Considering the cartridges were pretty limited back in the days. I'm really happy that this looks so well in OBS right now. Maybe some good quality output there. Look, how far are we? Oh yeah, we're really close. And then comes the moment of truth, right? Can we defeat that freaking boss on level 4? Nice, very nice. Look at my gold. 2,500 gold, that's not a lot. That's really not a lot. We need about 10,000 gold to get the good equipment together. But let's see if I can actually retrieve the ruby, or if I have to find the key first. Also, this gives us a great opportunity because now we are loading a new music track, and so you don't have to listen to the same music over and over and over again. I guess that's where we have to go to. I think that thing should be somewhere on the left side. There should be 2 chests in this game. One chest should be locked and one chest should be open. There we go. Aaron finds the ruby. Can't exactly remember what was in the locked one. been too long, but now that we have the ruby, we'll actually go back and I try to kill as many enemies as I can on the way back, so that I still grind a little bit of money and a little bit of credits. And should make this whole thing a lot more enjoyable for you guys. I believe there's also only one necklace that we can find in this game, and then we can sell that as well. But I'm not sure if we're going to need it. Later on in the game, once you have the best equipment and then you only have to find the silver stuff, there really isn't anything you still need that costs money. Except maybe buying the wing or whatever, you know, the thing that can bring you back to the next town. Or the... I forgot which item it was. This because maybe you remember it. Which item was the one that actually brings you back to life? You know, when you die. Oh, I forgot the name of it. Yeah, those enemies here are just a bad joke compared to us. We have 60 strength and 45 defense. 2,500 gold. The problem really is that the items, that the equipment items get so freaking expensive. Very, very early. And so much depends on your statistics alone, especially with the first boss. The next bosses, then they're not all that tough. It's the next biggest problem is probably the normal enemies that appear, because they're about as strong as the boss that we have there, and we don't recover our health while being in dungeons. So you have to make a straight run through that dungeon without dying. So we killed those. Go to the shop owner. Get the twins here. Yeah. Yeah, I get the idea. Leave me alone, lady. Yeah, there it is. I sold the last one a moment ago. Who bought the last one? Who asked? There was a man in a black cape. He looked very suspicious. Alright, we got that. Let's see if we can actually buy ourselves some good armor. Which I think in itself will already take up all the money that I just grinded. Reflex is 5,000 gold pieces. And plate mail is 2,000 gold pieces. Ah, come on, give it to me. Now we got plate mail, and that means we have 55 defense now instead of, I believe, 45 it was before. So that's good, and actually I'm going to grind up... Oh, come on, leave me alone. And I believe I'm going to look out for... I'm going to try to get the 2,000 gold for the net better shield as well, and then we will move on, try to beat the boss. Also, I don't think Sarah is dead yet. I think she's still there. Yeah, she is. So, let's see. 2,858 gold. That's that. Yeah, I think those guys actually give more gold than the other enemies up there, so we try to defeat them. To grind ourselves the money. Won't die. Because I don't think the other guys give you 10 gold, I think they give you less. Like 8. Oh, welcome back, X5. I'm still doing the same old stuff. Well, I am from Germany, but I don't know what you're referring to. Did I say anything? Anything in particular weird or whatever? The only thing I know is that I have a strong German accent, apparently. Like, totally. Whenever somebody hears me, they instantly know I am German. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm German. It was actually really funny when on Wednesdays I usually stream Ultima, or Worlds of Ultima rather, not the normal Ultima games, and actually tried to find one guy whom I heard about from an NPC, and he was German, and for whatever reason the designers of Worlds of Ultima: The Savage Empire thought it was funny to give him a fake German accent, you know, with this is true. And instead of yes or yeah, he's always saying ja. I guess it was worth the comic relief back in the days. So okay, now we can buy the better shield, and let's see if that's good enough to beat the boss up there. That's going to be really tough. I never defeated him on level 4, to be honest. Always grind up to level 5, or better even level 6. On level 5 it was already a struggle when I tried to do that the first time. And then I just thought, ah, come on, let's sit down and grind levels for 2 hours. And then I was able to defeat him on level 6, which was still close. And it was still too weak to go through the dungeon itself. Because in the dungeon you will get hit, right? There's really nothing else there's really nothing you can do about it. I think the large shield is too expensive. Yeah, it's 6,000 gold. Equipment. Now we should have, yeah, 65 defense, and that's about as good as it's going to get. Now we have to go up to the palace and pray to God that we can actually defeat this guy, or maybe even get really close to making another level, so that I can promise that it won't take all that long till we get another level up. Oh, and by the way, while we're here, we should also check out something else that has been removed in the Famicom version, and that is this nice poetess. I'm the poetess Rhea. My harmonica, my most treasured possession, has been stolen by the thieves. I cannot sing my songs without that harmonica. What will I do? Yeah, she's like one of the most important characters in this whole game, and she was removed from the Famicom version because the guys who made that port apparently didn't play the game. They just were like, yeah, that girl up there in the right corner, we don't like her. Remove. Yeah, that guy hit me. As it's always a little bit confusing in the beginning of this game, because you seem to be so good and so strong, you already have so much HP and everything, and then you get to that first boss and it completely wastes you, and Not very pleasant to say the least. Let's save the game. Again. For all the other bosses, I actually remember them to be not all that strong. Maybe the vampire, I actually wonder how the vampire looks in this version, but that guy is only tough if you don't have the Talva or the Silver Sword. Once you get that, and you have to find that item anyway, because from there on you're already getting close to the tower. And that means you should have all that good equipment, all the silver equipment right away when you try to face him. Don't really need the armor or the shield or anything, but the other stuff, that's kind of important. Palace. No, let's see if 60 strength is enough to hurt him. Navigating through this with the knowledge of having been here at least 10 million times. I know this part of the temple better than the town I live in. But this first boss, that's one hell of a boss fight, I can tell you that. That's why you need the key. And now things, yeah, he has more HP than I do. Could have hit that, I think. Yeah, that's already a loss. Ouch. Oh. Yeah, you kind of see my problem. That's about as much as I heard him. One attack. No, I didn't hurt him all. No, there's no way I can do this. And I'm dead. Yeah, there's no way you can do that on this level. And I think I've also screwed up a little bit because I did buy all... Oh crap. Sorry. It's the wrong button. Because I did buy the medium equipment, and I believe I at least need the Talva for 7,000 in order to beat him in this version of the game. In the PC version you could actually at this point already beat him with the equipment that I have, but in this version, yeah. I don't know why they made the entry gates, set the entry gates so high in the beginning of the game. Because afterwards it's just dropping, right? Once you're level 10 and you have the Talva and all the other stuff, the reflex armor and the great shield, the normal enemies that you meet, they're no match for you at all. And most of the boss battles in the final tower are pretty damn easy as well. But this guy right there, this guy is tough. Okay, thank you very much X5 for joining, and enjoy your pizza. Oops. And have a nice evening. it's going to take a while. And I think with the equipment that I have right now, I'm probably also going to have to wait till level 6. So I'm not sure how far we can actually make it in this part, or in the stream. Maybe I'm just going to play this game again, next Master System Monday. And actually play through it, or at least be able to show you guys some of it. Or some more of it. We normally don't do series on Master System Monday, but I think with ease I'm going to make an exception since I've already finished it on PC. And I'd like to show you guys how it looks on Master System as well. Besides, I'd like to know how difficult Dark Fact is in the Master System version, because I've never faced him here. And we did play through Highlight, for example, which came out later in Europe than this game. On stream, so why not play through this game as well? It's actually pretty amazing when you have your stream running in a dashboard and then you notice how big the delay actually is between what you're seeing and what your viewers are seeing. That's pretty amazing. So let's see. How far are we, by the way? Oh, still pretty far away. And then we need 3,200 for level 6. It's going to take a while. Oops. Yeah, now we're really close. We're already over 1k. So damn. So where are we at this point? Oh, only 600 gold, but yeah, at least we're getting closer. So there's that. Really, one thing I'm trying to do is getting strong enough to beat that boss. And once we're able to do that, I think it could be it for the stream today, but this will still take quite a while. 1111. So it's less than 500 now. Oh, you already left this honest class. And I'm really sorry for being so silent, but there's really not much else I can say when nobody else is talking to me or writing with me. So I decided to just shut up and run through this little grinding process here. Right, so like I said, this takes a pretty long time. Less than 400 and already 1,250 gold. That's good as well. Probably shouldn't have wasted all that money on the medium armor and just went straight ahead, grinded up more 3,000 more gold, and went for the better weapon. But it's life. Sometimes you don't do the most sound. Sometimes you don't make the most sound decision anyway, right? Still a long way. Oh, that got respawned. Oh, let's see. I don't think there's really a way to speed this up all that much, but that's all I can do. And I suppose if you were playing this on an emulator and you would just speed up the emulation speed, that will help a lot. So you could grind in double the time. Like when you play the old Pokemon games. Hey, Search Diverter, how are you doing? Nice to see ya. Welcome to the stream. Good thing you joined so late. You didn't miss much. I'm still grinding levels. Did kind of a mistake there because I've actually bought myself the middle shield and the plate mail and didn't save up my money to get my hands on the better sword, so I only have the middle sword, which is the long sword here. There are 3 basic weapons and 3 basic armors and 3 basic shields that you can buy in the beginning, and they're all topped by the silver equipment later on, but you can't buy that. And in order to defeat the first boss you have to be at least level 5, and I believe I at least need that Tala in order to do enough damage to him to kill him in a sensible amount of time. And that's really not easy. Right, so for example right now I'm at 1303 XP and I still need more than 300. So That could still take a couple of minutes, but I will try my best to defeat that boss. I really will. And if I can't do it, well, then I will probably continue playing this next Monday. Depending on whatever the outcome will be tomorrow. Don't know that yet. Yeah, look, you beat like 3 enemies and then you're just at 1315 and yeah. Doesn't really go as quickly as one would hope. Yeah, only get 4 XP. Well, let me go back and just check how much the blue demons give me still. Because the blue demons definitely drop a lot more money than those guys. And Monster Cookiemon is auto-hosting me for 4 viewers. Thank you very much, Monster Cookiemon. And everybody who happens to be watching right now, thanks for joining in. By the way, can I actually talk to this guy? Yes. What am I doing? Alright, you can't, I don't think you can instantly answer his call until you actually find the bell yourself. I'll save the game. Let's see, first kill those guys, because why not? And before we bump into a blue demon again, we'll check how much XP we have. There's one down there. Yeah, there he is. So we have 1330. If it gets to 1340, then I will definitely stay here. No, it's only 1 XP. So we do have to go up again and try to grind there. Or maybe, let me check something. I'm just wondering how strong the normal enemies in the mine are, if there are any. Oh yeah, they're way too strong. Oops. So, now that we got that out of the way, those guys are definitely not beatable by me right now. You probably need to be level 10 to get to them. Yeah, 60 strength, 65 defense. That's not a lot. At least not enough for that guy up there. I could really bite myself for buying the plate mail. Because I mean, it's nice that we have more defense than attack power right now, but it's still not enough. And being able to kill that guy more quickly is actually what we should be going for. So remember that when you play this game, try to go with the basic defense equipment and try to get the best sword as quickly as possible. Oh boy, what can I say? Somebody here? Nope. Weird enough, the enemies respawned. I think that's also one of the things with the PAL version, that the enemies don't respawn all that quickly when you need them. And in the PC version, for example, the enemies will just respawn like that, and you never will run out of them. And also the blue demons do not start to give you 1 XP when you're on level 4, so you can really grind yourself up to level 10 with just the first enemies that you meet. Which is not possible in this version of the game. Like I said, I think they probably tried to extend the gameplay a little bit by making it more difficult to grind up and making the boss battles so damn tough. Let's look at Ori right now. Close to 1400. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's see, let me also check my money. Still only 2098. Come on, take him. Really hope we can hurt this guy once we get a level up, because we definitely won't get the money together for the Talva. There's no way we can do that. Very nice. We're getting closer, so that's good. Maybe I can still attempt to beat this guy. Once I reach level 5, I'll definitely go for a toilet break, and then we'll try to beat this boss, see if we can do it. I mean, I really wonder if I'm doing something wrong with that guy. I always wondered about that. I played, like I said, played the PC version lately again and tried to beat this guy and try to go through as quickly as possible. And even there I struggled a little bit. There's the guy. Yep. Less than 90 XP and then we can finally get to level 5. I really hope that's good enough. As I said, on level 4 I tried to beat him before, and I could barely see that I did any damage to him when I was able to attack him. And like I said, depending on my doctor's appointment tomorrow, if I'm not able to beat this guy now, then I will definitely continue this this stream next Monday, and then you guys will probably see a little bit of the outcome, and then we'll most likely will also have the time to grind myself on level 10 off screen. Which kind of will be useful, especially for the enemies that appear down there in the dungeon. Was that tough as nails? Very nice. So how close am I now? Oh, come on. 1 XP, really? Till we get that level up. It can't be. Nice, we did it. We're on level 5, and I don't think we have yet. It's also, as you can see, you always double the amount of XP you need to get to the next level, so it's 3200 now for level 6. And we have 75 strength, 75 defense. We actually went up more in strength than in defense on this level. So maybe we're able to beat this guy. But before we do that, let me quickly just take a quick toilet break. Press pause, and I'll be right back. So I'm back, need to press the right button, the wrong one, and there we get some music. Oh, come on. Did I miss? So let's see if we can beat this guy. I highly doubt we can, but I will try it several times now, at least for the next 5 minutes or so. And if that doesn't work out, then I will just call it a day for today and continue it next Monday. No, we completely missed him and ran straight into the fire. What the fuck? Oh, but at least we're doing quite a lot of damage to him now. So if we do this right, we can beat him. Only if we do it right. Oh, this could be close, but if we try it again, then I'm sure we can definitely do something. Nope. It's only spawning to the edges and not in the middle anymore. Nice, that was a good hit. Nope, there's no way going to attack that guy when he's on the very... when it's on the side like that. Nice. Ah, crap. That was stupid. Ah, come on. Oh, this could be close. Way too close. Nope. Still no attack on him? Nope. Ah. Nice, we beat him. Hooray! Pooh! So let's check this out. We did get, I think, 500 XP from that guy. And that was about it. And I think you deserve to at least see how things are looking down here. Hey, KJ Hawkinson, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Ouch. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying down here because if you screw this up, just a little bit, you have lots and lots of problems. Because like I said, you can't really restore your HP down here, and that makes it so difficult, but there aren't all that many enemies here either. Nice. So over there's the stairs, and I'm just trying to see if we have something else here that we can look for. It's locked. Oh, and he killed me. Okay, that was not good. Same here. I love this game as well. Well, let me see if we can actually... I think the thing up there is the cell... Oh, crap. Nice, we beat this guy without any problems whatsoever. There are not as many enemies in here as I anticipated, to be honest. So I think the first thing we need to do is get up one level, and then we will find a key, and then we can get to that locked door and find the girl of our dreams, so to say. I'm not 100% certain. Oh crap, those guys killed me, so I'll try to avoid them for now. Whoa! that guy was in there, that's not good. Always hate it when they're hiding inside doorways. This is not all that strong. What do we have here? Yeah, exactly, it's the PAL version. Somebody already said that once. And I still don't have my 60 Hz Master System mod, which would probably fix this. I'm not sure if it's going to work for... Oh, wait, can we open it? Yeah, we found the key to the prison zone. Now we just have to make it back alive. Oh crap, it's a dead end. To the left. Nope, that's not where we have to go to. We have to go to the left. This can be a bit of a labyrinth at times. That's where we need to go. Like I said, pray to God that we actually make it through. Ah. It's definitely not what... Ah, come on! Key to the chest. Okay, so we found that as well, but we're almost dead. Yeah. Ooh, I'm dead. Okay. So let's try this again and remember the path this time. And not try to get hit by too many enemies. So we know that the key for the chest is up there as well. Don't really need that now. God, like I said, this dungeon is so freaking difficult. I at least want to open that cell door. I think that was the cell door up there. So what do you know? So if I get that guy first. Alright, we were really close, but then we screwed it up because we didn't see the doorway down there. Ouch. Oh, come on! What the fuck? I think what you mean is, in order to get to the boss, you first have to rescue Fina, I think. Oh, no, no. Oh, come on. What the fuck, for crying out loud. I think you only need the cell key to find Fina, and the door to the key to the chest is actually not all that important for finishing this dungeon. But, yeah, you definitely need the cell key door, because otherwise you won't get the mask that reveals secret passages. Oh wait, I don't want to go up here. That's where the cell door is. So the only thing we actually have to do is we have to survive until we find the key. Then we have to survive to get back and open that cell door. So like I said, Fina actually gives you a mask. And you need that mask. I think she gives it to you, doesn't she? I hope you don't need that other key. No, 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 it's not good. It's not good. Nice. I was really lucky. We could have screwed that up good. Let me see. Let me first try to get the key to the chest. I think it was over here, wasn't it? Who's that guy? Oh no, wait, that's too far. We don't actually have to go here. And like I said, you need that little bit weird mask. Nice. So first look at that. Nice. Crap. Good. So he dead. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rescue Fina, and then I'm actually going to call it quits, because already was streaming for quite a long time now. Oh, I see. I can't actually remember that all that well either, to be honest. Trying to thinking what you had to do in the PC version. Good question. Oh crap. Leave me alone. Good stuff. So, trying to remember what you had to do in the PC version, and I think there you only needed one of them. One of the keys, but yeah, I can't remember it correctly anymore as well. But for now I think we're already good if we are able to open that door up there. With that insect enemy blocking our way. Ouch. Oh wait, is there a trap in here as well? Well, like in the PC version? Yes, there is. No, make a run for it. There has to be another door, and we fell for it. That's the right door. Ah, come on. We're almost dead. That's just perfect. Willst du help me to become free again? It seems like a dream. My name is Fina. I have been held prisoner here for a long time. We will talk later. I'll distract the guards, and then we can escape. Go to the village of Sepik at the foot of the hills. Hurry! Well, that's not how I remember it. But if you say so, I'll make a run for it. Oh yeah, I think I'm just going to stream for 30 more minutes or so. Wait. No. Oh, come on, he walked up, really? This could become really close. I think, yeah, it didn't go far enough to the left. Come at me, bro. Whew. Far enough to the right, I mean. Orientation skills -10. Holy crap. So did that actually do anything good to us, other than we only have 10 HP left? Well, we have 2,500 XP now. Ah, Jesus Christ. Let me just use this save game and let's continue. Would have been great if we had managed to... yeah, we can actually restore health here. If we actually manage to get that other key right away, but we will get it later. It's not a big deal. And that will restore all my health. Oh, maybe that should be good enough. It's the first save state. Move on. In the PC version, Fina is actually following you. Where is she? Oh. The girl who was held captive at the temple is here. I fear that Sarah's life is in danger. I'm very frightened for her. Yeah, talk to Fina. Fina, thank heavens, who art safe. I'm resting at this house for the meantime. Why was I held at the temple, who asks? I cannot bear to remember. Okay. Ah, I see. Well, I've only played the GOG version. Oh, wait. I think that's... I'm not sure if that sale is still valid. I have to check that link. Well, okay, let me restore my health for now. And I think that's actually going to be it for tonight. Thanks everybody for joining in. Thank you, KJ Hawkinsons. You came in a little bit late, I'm sorry for that. But if you want to see more of Ease, then you can tune in next Saturday. Oh, no, next Saturday, what am I saying? Next Monday, obviously, because I'm definitely going to continue this on Master System Mondays. So next Monday I will continue this game. And yeah, what can I say? Like I said, next Monday we'll continue it, and that's it for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed what you saw there, and we'll see each other next week. You're very welcome. Good night, and bye-bye.